Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone who is watching. My name is Tanakorn Khongumnuaysak, and today I will be presenting the development of gamified online activities to enhance the English speaking ability of lower secondary school students in Thai ELT context, which is my research project. So may I begin with the introduction of the study? As we all know that English is very important in the present world, as people from around the world are using the language to communicate with each other. However, there are still instructional problems in English classrooms in Thailand, especially the development of speaking ability. And the situation is getting worse since a few years ago the COVID-19 pandemic hit. That situation caused many schools to be shut down for a long period of time and caused learning to shift to online circumstances. This resulted in the lack of several learning activities and the development of practical skills like speaking in English classroom. So to solve the problem of online learning and the development of speaking ability, the approach of gamification was chosen as a tool to assist. Gamification is an approach to create a game-like environment with the game elements in the classroom. These elements include the game mechanics, the game dynamics, the game aesthetics, and the technology. So from these backgrounds, it leads to my two objectives of the study. The first objective is to develop the gamified online activities to enhance the English speaking ability of the lower secondary school students. And my second objective is to investigate whether the gamified online activities developed have a positive effects on the student. My participants are Mathayom 1 students who are studying in regular programs from a school in Bangkok. The independent variable of the study is the gamified online activities for enhancing the English speaking ability of the students, and the dependent variable is the students' English speaking ability. So the duration of the studies is 4 weeks, and each week will consist of 90 minutes of learning time in total. 50 minutes will be dedicated to online live sessions, and the other 40 will be dedicated to the asynchronous tasks and online learning modules for the students to access on their own. So this study could lead to enhancing the English speaking classroom, especially in online contexts. And also it could lead to a better understanding of students' requirement in online learning. And finally, this study could provide more understanding of implementing gamification in Thai context. So for the research procedures of this study, I developed the gamification approach using the 9 steps of the KEMP model. KEMP instructional design model is a circular instructional design model consists of 9 main elements. So I use these elements to design and develop the sets of activities to be used in this study. So I have 3 main instruments for the study. The first one is the unit plans for the gamified online activities. So each unit plan will be used in each week of the study. And one plan will consist of approximately 90 minutes of learning time. So 50 minutes will be dedicated to live sessions, as I mentioned, and another 40 is for the self-learning modules of the students. So for the online learning modules, the students will have access to the platform WonderGo, where the lessons will be posted and the tasks and activity will be posted as a game in the platforms. So students have flexibility to play these activities on their own pace. And also there will be presentation slides and videos uploaded in the platform also for the students to review the content at any time they want. For the online live session is conducted in Google Classrooms. And for every activities, both from the online learning modules and in the online learning live sessions, there will be points and reward from completing certain tasks. And also the students will have access to leaderboards, which will show how many points they are having and also what quest or mission or task they have to do in the next weeks. The second instrument used in this study is the English speaking ability test, which was adapted from part of IELTS speaking test. This ability test will be used before and after the student taking part in the activities to see if there are any improvements after the study. And the last instrument used is the English speaking ability scoring rubric. This rubrics will be used to evaluate the results of the English speaking ability test. So the rubric will concern 5 elements of speaking ability, including the grammatical knowledge, the lexical knowledge, pronunciation, fluency, and the content aspect. So Now, for the findings of my research question, the first question about the characteristics of the developed gamified online activities, it can be concluded that there are two parts of the activities, including the self-learning modules and the online live sessions. So for the learning modules, the student will be prepared with the contents they need to learn before taking the speaking task, like grammar, vocabulary, or other useful phrases in speaking. And in online live sessions, they will have chance to practice their speaking abilities and also receive feedbacks from the researchers and their peers. And they will then have chance to use these feedbacks to improve their speaking performance. So from both parts of the activities will be function under the principle of gamification or the MDA framework, which is the mechanics of the game, the rules, the points that will be given after each task is complete, the dynamic, which is the pressure, the cooperation that happen in the game, and also the aesthetics, that means the reaction from the students after they taking part in several activities. And for research question 2, we can see that the overall score of the students has shown a significant difference between the post-test and pre-test. The students in overall have higher mean score in post-test, which with the means difference of minus 2.54. However, when we look into it in an analytical view, we can see that there are only three elements that are significantly improved, including the lexical knowledge, the fluency, and the content. For the discussion of the study, so overall, the participant gave positive feedbacks and activities and also engaged in most of the activities. And the overall speaking ability increased significantly after taking part in the activities. However, the grammatical knowledge and the pronunciation elements didn't show any significant difference. This may be because there were non-activities that focus solely on the aspect of grammar or pronunciation. For the pedagogical implications of the study, so it can be concluded that online speaking activities can be useful in several English classrooms, but it needs to be concerned that there should be sufficient rooms for students to prepare, practice, and improve their performance. And also, there shouldn't be too much number of students in one session. And the second implications that can be concluded is gamification can be useful for several classroom contexts. However, readiness of technology may be needed, and it would be more ideal to use a single platform instead of using several platforms. And for the recommendations for the future study, the study was only carried out for 4 weeks, which could be providing the positive results and feedbacks. However, it's still a question whether this approach will work in long term. So a longer duration may be needed to answer the question. And also a larger number of participants may be needed to see if the result works in a larger group of people. And that is all for my presentation. Thank you for your kind attention.